Do you fish from a kayak? Are you tired of hitting the water and never having enough rods? Are you sick and tired of having to cut your line and retie just to change a lure? If you fit this description, you or somebody you know may suffer from poor rod storage capability dysfunction. If with a small investment of your time to watch the following infomercial and a small monetarily investment to your local hardware store and to a company like Flambeau, you may be able to turn things around and hit the water with more confidence and more gear than you've ever had before. So if you think that you suffer from poor rod storage capability dysfunction, or if you know someone that suffers from poor rod storage capability dysfunction, please watch this video and share it with the ones you love. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are talking about rod crate modification, and this is not a complicated process, right? What you're looking at here is a tough crate made by Flambeau that I picked up at a Bass Pro Shops. Now, I know a lot of you are like, well, why didn't you just use a milk crate? Well, I've never been fishing on a kayak before. I don't know if a milk crate is going to fit my 3,700 boxes. I know it'll probably fit my 3,600 boxes, but I don't have enough of those to be able to take all the tackle out on the water with me that I want. I was in a Bass Pro, they happen to have it, so I picked one up. It was about 30, 35 bucks. And I'm glad that I did, because it's well made and it's made specifically for this. So my Bonafide doesn't come with rod holders. Now I can put rod holders in my gear tracks, but that's not how I want to transport my rods. So I purchased some aftermarket PVC tubes. Most of them are singles. There's one double on there. And I also purchased some zip ties. And with the initial setup was pretty much mostly zip ties. The double tube came with some screws, and I screwed those right through the crates. Now, the initial setup was great. I fished with it for most of a season on the water, and I was able to bring 4 rods and 1 net with me. I've got QC monitoring what I'm doing. So I better make sure that I'm on my game, but that's okay. So I really wanted to bring more rods. So that's what you guys are seeing here is me just taking out the middle rod holder on the back end, moving it over, inserting another rod holder, and then I'm eventually going to be putting one on the corner. I was able to do this modification today with nothing but zip ties and a cutter. It's not a complicated process. If you do have a milk crate and this is something you're thinking about doing, I encourage you to do it. It's a lot cheaper than going out and buying a black pack from KBF, which is like in the neighborhood of 100 or 150 bucks. The crate itself is equipped with some tethers, which prevents your stuff from falling out. You guys will see that later in the video. But enough of me chatting. Let's get to it. So here's how it sits in the back of my kayak. Bonafide comes equipped with these bungees. And these bungees, the purpose of these bungees is to keep your crate or whatever you have back here in case you tip over. Now, let's take a look at it filled up. Abracadabra. There she is. The edited version of my Flambeau crate. Bought the crate at Bass Pro Shops for 20 bucks. Wanted to make sure that my 3700s can fit in it, and as you can see, we can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. Strapped down, got room for 6 rods plus a net. Those rod holders can hold 8-foot rods, 7-foot rods, 6-foot rods, all no problem. And then we have the crate itself is designed with some tethers as well. That way you can crisscross applesauce your stuff, so in case you tip, you don't lose your totes. That's all we got for today, people. Just a quick little DIY kayak crate modification. Trying to get ready because spring is approaching. Not sure if you need a crate, the Flambeau Tough Crate. It's called. It's worth a shot. It fits your 3700 boxes. Buy some aftermarket PVC rod holders or just cut down some PVC and buy some zip ties and you're off to the races. I hope to see you guys on the water soon. Peace out. Tight lines.